Hey Jess, how's it going?
Good.
Thanks for being here with me today.
Well, thanks for having me. All right. Hello. My name is Jess. I live in Ventura, and I'm a brewer with Midwest Brewing, and I've been in the area since 2016.
You moved here with your then husband in, I think, 2017. You came from Flagstaff in Arizona. So you guys were living together. You owned your home there. Could you tell me a little bit about your experience with that home in Flagstaff?
Yeah. First time buying a house. It was a great experience. We had a really wonderful realtor who was a friend that we had known for some time, which made that process a little bit easier. And I just remember her showing us listings, and it was great. There was a lot, and with what our budget was, there was I would say, there was less than like 10 in the housing market at that time in Flagstaff, and I wanted to see all 10 of them. I love seeing homes.
Yes.
I love looking at layouts of places just because I'm mostly intrigued. So I very much pushed for seeing all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, that was within
Your
price
budget.
range. Yeah.
Okay. So how did you guys get started? Like, did you first talk to your agent friend? Like, hey, did you get pre-approved first, or?
A little twofold. Definitely was tired of paying rent.
Absolutely.
Just felt like our rent was going to be essentially a mortgage payment. And of course was pretty hard into a lot of HGTV stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, like House Hunters, I was like, what am I doing? We could just buy what are like housing, like what's housing looking like now? Luckily at that time it was probably 2013.
Okay. That's a good time.
And yeah, interest rates were really low.
How low were they?
The housing market was really great. Flagstaff in general is really more on the higher end for homes in Arizona. Not like California, but still on the higher end for owning a home in Arizona in general. And so prices were really low, interest rates really, really low. And it was just a friend of a friend. I worked for a dance studio. My mom owned a dance studio, and it was just one of our dance moms that I had known for like 10 plus years.
Nice.
That was our agent. She was just amazing.
Love
that. Really kind woman. Just very comfortable. And felt like she was really going to go to battle for us, because
as she should.
It is negotiations.
Yes.
So great experience first time.
Awesome.
With her. Yeah.
So you looked at, I'm guessing, all 10 of the homes. You toured all the 10 homes. How did you make your first offer? And
now I'm trying to think.
I know it was a while ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think. I think after seeing all of the homes, because I just really wanted to see everything, because when you look at a listing online, nothing appears as it seems.
Yes, absolutely.
Pictures can always be better, or they can always be worse. So for me personally, I just needed to see everything in person. Yeah, I think just the house that we settled in putting an offer in, I really liked it. It had the most property for what we wanted, and kind of like the lower end, everything was redone.
Okay.
So it was like newly remodeled. So that was really appealing. So
gotcha.
That was really intriguing, and it was really close to where my parents lived. So that was also a bonus at that time.
So you didn't have to compete with any other buyers?
Man, no, we didn't.
Okay.
It wasn't like a huge competitive market at that time. But what we both did was write a letter to the buyer.
Okay.
And we did write that we were first-time home buyers, and kind of explained our journey to make it a little bit more intimate. Our real estate agent actually encouraged us to do that at the time.
Great move.
Because to her, she said it made it seem like more of a real experience. So for us as first-time home buyers, it was really important to get a place that we wanted, and to get I guess essentially bargain the best price, but also giving that intimate experience, hey, we are real people, and
we love your home.
we love your place, we love this, and we really wanted just to own a little smidgen of real estate in Arizona at that time.
Right on.
Yeah.
And then you guys lived there for how many years?
I believe 3.
Okay.
I'm trying to think because I was like still finishing my undergrad at that time. Yeah.
Okay.
About
and then
3 years.
you sold it before you moved to California, or
No, rented
Okay.
it. We had renters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right on.
So we rented it for about 2 years. My dad, luckily, as the man he is, was like our property manager, so we got really lucky, and he lived about a mile away, so he took care of
all the
handling being a property manager, essentially, and doing all the maintenance that was necessary. It had really low-key renters.
Nice.
We decided to sell that property because we really wanted to buy somewhere in California.
Okay. How did you guys start your house hunt in California?
I mean, had been here for a couple years in California and had tenants in the primary or in the property. Yeah, so we were renting, but it was just a really great deal, and we got really lucky with the timing of the real estate market and especially interest rates. So property built equity, and that really led us to be able to essentially do a contingent sale, is what we originally did. Was living in Santa Barbara, working at Cottage Hospital at that time. Really loved Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara was very expensive. So I was looking at like condos, like 1 or 2 bedroom. Found a couple 2 bedrooms that were like within reason, and put in a contingent sale offer to the property that was really right by the harbor. It was really cool, kind of by City College. And it fell through because our buyers backed out after like midway through escrow, because of inspection and just really unrealistic demands for what they wanted in the house. So that fell through, and I think it was for the better. So let that kind of ride, sold the house in Flagstaff to a really lovely family. We kind of like bought low, sold high. We got really lucky. We bought really low in the Flagstaff market, sold pretty high for at that time, and now it's even higher. But sold on the higher end, and it was really competitive, and we had a lot of offers. And we ultimately sold to a family that had written us a letter, which I don't know, I just found the most endearing. Because that's kind of what we did. So it was really special. And they actually still live there, and it's really close to my parents' house. And I drive by, like just to say hi and see what they did, which is really cute. Anyways, it ended up working out for the better because the equity in that property built a lot over those couple, I don't know, however many months. But that equity really gave us an opportunity to buy a really great condo in Carpinteria. When we went in to view this condominium, you know, it was open house. She was just hanging out. And I just remember meeting her, and it was just really like familiar, I guess, if you will. She was just really friendly and just really endearing. She had known the property, the owners. They were friends for many years, and I think she actually sold them that condo. And it was a new build at the time, and they were the original owners. And she, you know, and then she helped them find a place up in Oregon where they moved to, and kind of kept in contact with them because they were good friends. And then, unfortunately, we didn't get to meet them, and I really wanted to because they did pass through a couple times trying to meet us, but we were out of town or something would happen. But kind of, it was like a close circle, so it was more like an intimate buying experience. But really felt connected with her, and she was just a really wonderful person who had been in the market for a long time. I mean, like well over 30 years in the real estate market. Knew her stuff and was just really comfortable. So when it was time to sell that condominium, we, with no doubt, asked her to be our listing agent again for her second time to sell that space, and she was amazing.
Love that.
It was a really tough transition for myself, and she was great. She came to my work and brought all the paperwork, and she was just a great human. And I
Awesome.
still think about her all the time. So yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
She did an amazing job, it sounds like.
Yeah, she did. She really did. Yeah.
All right. Do you have any would you change anything about your buying or selling journeys?
Don't sell. I'm just kidding. No. I mean, my only regret is selling that space, but it was due to circumstance, unfortunately. So
Right.
it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Really just with home buying and first time home buying, of course, like, I think nothing is going to look as good as it does on paper and or online and on our phones. So always, I mean, see as many places as you can. Go around and walk the neighborhood. Talk to the neighbors if you can, especially if you're going to open houses. Really, you know, not in a weird way, but especially if you want to find somewhere where you really want to be. Go and talk to people who live there and ask them if they like living there. It's kind of weird and feels kind of creepy at first, but along the way, you do meet some really nice people, and like
potential neighbors too.
Yeah, and potential neighbors, and like really, that's what was more resonating buying that place in Car. We talked to like multiple homeowners that had been there originally, and they were all really lovely, who also became really close friends eventually.
Love that.
I would always encourage doing that and keeping an open mind, because you can change the inside of the house. Can't change the location.
Yes.
So love the location.
Yes. Okay. Well, thanks so much for your time today.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.